Hello friends, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Elaine. Actually just flew into New York from California after spending a couple of weeks at home with family and just resting and recharging for the new year. And I don't know why, but I woke up today with the strangest urge to go get a bagel. So that's what we're gonna do. And I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but it is snowing a lot right now. It's actually really beautiful. And part of me is like, ooh, it's so pretty. I just want to walk in it. And the other part of me is scared that it's going to be so cold. But I think the stronger urge in me is to get a bagel. Maybe it's because I haven't been in New York for a hot minute, but we're going to go get a bagel. So let's go. Alright guys, I have obtained the bagel. I'm gonna show you guys a little cross section. I love how New York cream cheeses are superior. Like this strawberry cream cheese actually has real strawberries in it. After moving to New York, I actually got hooked on the egg bagels. They're made of egg yolks, so that's why it has like a yellowish color, but we're gonna try it now. But I'm honestly really excited for this new year. I feel like I have a lot of fun things planned and also things I want to do with this channel as well. And one thing I want to put into practice this year is setting up shorter term goals for myself that will act as milestones to help guide me to my greater overarching vision for my life in this year, which I'll get into a little bit later in this video. But yeah, I think this will be a great year and I hope everyone is having a great start to your year as well. Alright guys, I just finished work, but I'm gonna do some readings for my class tonight. We are starting winter intensive, so I have my first class, and thankfully these classes are online, but it's pretty intense, which is why I think it's called intensive. But basically during the month of January, we take shorter credit classes, so I'm taking 2. And unlike the semester where these classes are weekly, this time it's bi-weekly. And then I also have 2 full day Saturday classes, which kind of sucks. But I'm just hoping these classes go by quickly. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the readings and then cook some dinner before we start class. Alright guys, I am now at the gym. It is currently 8 p.m. but I want to show you guys something that I've been using recently, and I discovered it through Reddit, which is so random, but it's called musclewiki.com, and basically you can input your age and the type of equipment you have available and then the type of body parts you want to work out, and then it'll generate a workout for you. And I actually really love it because it has these videos that show you how to do the workouts, and it's just very beginner friendly, especially if you're someone who doesn't go to the gym that often. I personally struggle sometimes with not knowing what exercises to do at the gym and not knowing what works out what part of my body. So having this is just super helpful to kind of create like a structure to my gym routine. Hi friends, I am in the office today, but I want to share something that has been working for me really well in this new year, and that is using a physical pen and paper to write down my to-do list, especially for work. I used to write out all my to-do lists online, just on my computer, and I found that it would get really messy versus I feel like with a physical planner and to-do list, you're kind of limited in the number of tasks you can put per day. And it also just really helps to physically write them down and cross them out. It just feels really good. So for me, I've been really loving just using a physical notebook again. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. I feel like I discovered the secret to winter layering. As someone who grew up on the West Coast their entire life, this is my first East Coast winter, but I feel like I finally nailed it down just what to wear. So if you guys are also new to this, I really recommend getting a heat tech layer for both your top and bottoms. I bought both from Uniqlo. They're very comfortable, and the key to this first layer that is closest to your body is you want to tuck everything in so there are no gaps that the wind could get to. So what I do is I tuck in my top layer into my bottoms, and then I tuck my bottoms into my socks, and that makes the biggest difference. And then on top, I'll just wear like a sweater or a thicker piece of clothing, and then I'll wear a winter coat on top or a winter jacket. And a good scarf and gloves also goes a really long way. I found that protecting your neck is so important, as well as your extremities, and it just makes the biggest difference when you're walking outside and it's windy. So those are the little tips I have for layering. But I'm gonna go head out to work now, so let's go. I am in a meeting room now because I have to lead a meeting soon for work, and I realize I don't really talk about my work that much. If anyone is curious, I currently work as a product marketing manager, and something I like about my current work is I get to work with engineering and tech because the campaigns I'm launching are personalized and automated for customers. But this is the last thing I have to do today for work, and then I'm actually heading over to my friend's apartment after to get dinner together. Work, and I'm actually gonna head over to Culture Espresso, which is my favorite cookies in the entire city, but I'm gonna grab some to bring to my friend's apartment, so let's go. I'm actually gonna start planning my month of January right now, and I bought myself this paper planner. I usually just write everything down in my notes app because I have a lot of just random thoughts and ideas all the time, and I need to write them down somewhere. I decided to get a planner because I figured it would keep me more organized, and the one thing I like about this planner in particular is it has a monthly goal page. So going back to setting shorter term goals for myself, I think it's a lot easier to track just how you are moving towards your bigger yearly goal if you set smaller milestones in between. I also bought another journal to write out my prayers, and that's something that I wanted to do last year but didn't end up doing. I think it's really nice to just write them out and kind of look back and reflect on how God has answered those, because he's definitely answered a lot of my prayers just this past year. So that's also something I really want to do. And with that, I actually opened up a Google form for you guys to submit your prayer requests. If you have any, feel free to fill out that form. I'll drop it in the description box in every video from now on. And I just feel like I've received so much support from you all, and I would love to do the same. It's also completely anonymous if you want it to be, so don't feel pressured. But one of my top goals for January is actually filming a interview style video, and that's actually something I just want to do more in 2025, and something I've been excited to film moving to New York, just because I feel like I've met a lot of interesting people out here. Another goal I've set for myself is reaching out to people that I've met who I want to get to know better, and kind of building on those relationships or new friendships that I've been making in New York. And I really intentionally set all of these goals to align with my bigger New Year's resolution goals, and I think that's what all these shorter goals should be doing, is kind of pointing you back to your overarching goal or vision for your life. And I think it'll be fun to just kind of reflect back at the end of the month as well and see if I've been able to achieve these.